Hello and welcome. It's time for the moment we've all been dreading. A second trudge through our least favorite minigames in Mario Party 3. As much as I wish we could go back and play through our top 10 favorite minigames again, things just don't work like that. So if you don't mind the pain and horror, join us on our journey of what we think are the 10 absolute worst minigames in Mario Party 3. These are the ones you shouldn't play under any circumstances. Instead, just watch this video and then forget these minigames exist. And then come hang out in the comments with us. We're going to need a shoulder to cry on. Well, I guess there's no sense prolonging the suffering any longer. Let's dive into Mario Party 3's top 10 worst minigames.
Okay, here we go. Coming in at number 10 is Storm Chasers. This one pits all the players against each other with one tiny little rain cloud to water all of your piranha plants. The longer you stand under the cloud, the more your piranha plant will grow, and whoever's is biggest by the end of the minigame wins. Unfortunately, it's just really hard to tell how you are doing until the end. Your piranha plant stays the same size until the game's over, so you never know if you're doing well or not. The rain cloud is also really small, so it's really hard to stand under it, and it never feels really rewarding when you do because it's only for a second or so before you're either pushed out by the other players or the rain cloud moves. We spent most of our time just bumping into each other and wishing this one was over, and you probably will too.
Number 9 is Slot Sync. This is a deceptive minigame because you go in thinking it'll be a lot of fun. You and your partner have to stop both of your blocks on the same character, and then you'll get points. The blocks are moving, so you have to line up the characters just so. Sounds like a fun random minigame to play with a partner, right? Wrong. The characters have different point values, so once you figure that out, then the key is just to both match up Toad each time. And once you get on that, then you get on that rhythm, so you can do it every single time. It becomes very boring and very repetitive. This is one you'll want to skip.
At number 8 is MPIQ. This one's one that sounds like it could be a fun change of pace for Mario Party. It's just a quiz game where you're answering questions right and the first one to get 3 wins. Unfortunately, it just has so many flaws that it ends up being really bad. Some of the questions are way too easy and some are incredibly difficult. Like who won this board the most times so far in your save file? Who knows things like that? Add to that, the words in the questions show up so slowly, it makes this game a trudge to get through. There are so many ways they could have improved this minigame. Better questions that maybe dealt with the history of Mario Party or Mario in general, questions that showed up way faster than they do, and maybe the ability for everyone to answer instead of just one person. But anything would have made this more exciting.
Number 7 is Chip Shot Challenge. In this minigame, every player is challenged to hit a golf ball as close to the hole as possible. Sounds simple, but it wasn't fun. This one is really unfair for the first player. They have to go first and don't have any advantages to see how other players play. Everyone else gets to watch the first player see where they line up and see how they hit the hole. Then they get to adjust from there. It would be much more fair if the hole changed every time to give everyone an even playing field, but that's not how it goes. If you're last in this one, you have the most advantage because then you get to see where everyone else lined up and where they hit the ball. There's also no indication for how far you'll hit, so it's really just a guessing game. This minigame was definitely not a hole-in-one.
Next up is Waterworld. This is just a motorboat race, which sounds like it could be a good simple minigame. Unfortunately, it just has too many flaws to be any fun. It's really hard to control your motorboat, and a lot of your time will be spent going backwards, honestly. If you hit a corner wrong, it's way too easy to start going the wrong way. Add to this, it's pretty easy for everyone to get clumped up together, and it makes it really hard to break out and speed ahead. And when you hit into their boats, there's a good chance that it'll veer you off into the wrong direction as well. There's a bonus minigame that plays a lot like this called Dizzy Dinghies, and it fixes a lot of the issues in this one. If you want your motorboat fixed, I'd play that one instead.
Coming in at number 5 is Ridiculous Relay. You can pretty much expect any relay in Mario Party to be ridiculous, but this one takes it to a whole nother level. This is a 1 vs 3 minigame where you're just trying to finish the race first. The single player uses the control stick to control the speed and direction, but there's too many enemies to avoid. All you end up doing is hitting enemy after enemy, and maybe you'll pull ahead, but it's just luck. And the team of 3 have to mash buttons to try and get ahead. There's one relay where you're just pressing all different combination of buttons. It gets very confusing and seems unfair to the other players. Like, why is this one person having to play so much harder than everyone else? This is a skip in my book.
Next up on this pain train is Hand, Line, and Sinker. This is a 1 vs 3 minigame where 3 of the players play as fish, and the other player tries to reel them in with a fishing pole. Unfortunately, the controls for the single player are extremely finicky and it's hard to get the fishing pole line to go out where you want it. And if you're on the team, it's also just not that fun. You move really slowly and tediously, and unfortunately that just doesn't make for a good fun minigame. No matter which side you're on, you're not gonna like this one.
Number 3 is Pump, Pump, and Away. This one is really similar to Balloon Burst in Mario Party 2. This is a 2 versus 2 minigame where you have to mash the A and B buttons to pump air into your rocket to shoot it up high into the sky. The key here is rhythm. It's really hard to find that sweet spot to get the maximum air into it. There's also no way to know how well you're doing. I feel like it's really challenging when you're playing a minigame and just don't know if you're doing well or not. Also, button mashers are just never fun.
Coming in as the second worst minigame is Bowser Toss. This is a dual minigame where each player tries to swing Bowser by the tail and get him to fly the farthest. To do this though, you unfortunately have to mash on the A button, and to make matters worse, you have to adjust the angle of his flight with the control stick while you're mashing on the button. It's really hard to control, and it's also not that fun. Even if I don't end up winning this dual minigame, I'm still happy it's over.
It really pains me to talk about this, but coming in at number 1 is Cheep Cheep Chase. I love the alliteration for this minigame, and that's about it. It's another button masher. This one you're trying to get away from the Cheep Cheeps as fast as possible. You have to avoid the mines in the water, but the angle makes it really hard to do that. And not even in a challenging way, just like in an impossible way. Even if you're doing fine, sometimes you still lose. There can really be only one winner, and it just doesn't seem fair when that happens because you're doing just as well as the other person.
Yeah, they really should have allowed multiple winners in this one. It really sucks to get all the way to the end and dodge all of the obstacles just to find out that it was all for nothing and you lose anyway. I would have rather just not played from the beginning and not had to suffer my way through this one.
I think that's the key for this minigame. Just be one of the first players to die. I promise you'll enjoy that more than playing to the end. Well, you've made it. You made it through our top worst minigames of Mario Party 3, and I hope you didn't have to play them too much. Take our advice and try to avoid them at all costs. Even though these minigames weren't fun to play, I hope you enjoyed watching our reviews. Thanks for coming on this journey with us, and we hope to see you for Mario Party 4.
Yeah, let's just hope the minigames are a little bit brighter than the ones we played today.
Hopefully a 4th time is the charm. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. We'll see you for Mario Party 4. Hope to see you then.